Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful and an amazing day. This is a timeless reading for the collective. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Information to book a personal reading with me can be found below in the description box. Let's see. Okay, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And I have the King and Queen of Pentacles behind it and the Ace of Pentacles with the Six of Cups. I just finished doing a reading. It's live right now, but of course, you know, I don't know when you may see this, but I'm almost sure this is a part two. Some of you, the Queen of Cups in the verse, it makes perfect sense because I was using a different deck, but I was speaking of a person who has perhaps really abused like divination and spirituality. And I was mentioning like someone having a very distorted perception of things and having distorted desires. For many of you, because the Queen of Cups is here, we have a King and Queen of Pentacles here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. This reading is going to be very clear. Many of you have had to protect and defend yourself, something that is of value to you, your own assets, your friends, your family, your loved ones, maybe even a romantic partnership, because the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Now, in that reading, I was speaking of someone who could be experiencing like some type of spiritual psychosis. A lot of people are going through these shifts right now in consciousness, and because of, you know, the cosmic shifts that are happening, and then when you add to that the fact that some people are dibbling and dabbling in spell work, or they are abusing divination and other things, they are now really kind of spazzing out. And so some of you, the upgrade, these are the cards that were in the reading before. They're still here to the side of me, but you have an upgrade, the King and Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. This is for some of you, you and another person coming together, but it feels that you have this Queen of Cups in reverse, someone who became addicted perhaps to abusing divination. The Queen of Cups in reverse could be someone who is for sure very just emotionally erratic, like a drama king or queen, someone who is extremely insecure. And when you think about someone operating in that type of low vibrational energy and in their shadow, they can become extremely vindictive, very, you know, chaotic. This is the kind of person that, you know, may really try to use emotions as a way, as a weapon. So, you know, whoever this may be, it could be a friend, a family member, an ex, it could be a stranger, but it looks like this is the person that has been outside of a connection here, where you are now, you're having to stand up here. The Seven of Wands here and the King of Wands, you're having to stand up as a real leader in a situation, or there is someone who is in leadership that needs to step in and actually protect you, because someone here has a really bad ego. Okay, I feel like also this is like the Devil card. Someone could have been trying to send a lot of negative energy towards you and another person. In that reading, I was also mentioning addictions has been coming out so much the last few weeks. Just addictions. I've even seen other readers talking about it. But really, what's underneath this is a lot of people, honestly, even in this community, a lot of people are addicted to divination. A lot of people are addicted to things, and they are trying to force these awakenings. People are so hungry for power that they feel like if they work with all these different magical things and deities and all this other stuff, that it's going to give them a lot of power, and then they can go out and dominate and control other people, places, things, and situations. That's backfiring on a lot of people because they have violated so many spiritual laws and principles to try to gain this type of power, to come against people who truly are innocent, who are pure, who are light ones, who are chosen ones. So some of you, it's like you have had to battle your own shadow. You could have been in a relationship or had a family member that's battling their shadow, but you're doing the, you know, I hope you're doing the work, but you could have a person who is drowning in their shadow. They're already in the void. They cannot seem to get out of it. And most likely whatever is showing up as your, you know, your glory day in your life, it has really kind of sent somebody off the deep end. So you have out here upgrade and spell work. Someone could have done spell work because they wanted an upgrade. Okay, they could have done spell work because they did not want you to receive an upgrade. But you're being cleansed and purified of whatever this spell work is. So whoever this astral person is, this astral thief that is constantly stalking you, like I said, abusing divination, astral travel, projection, remote viewing, whatever. Somebody here is really, really into some very high level magic for some of you, and they now are bound to this situation. The reason why in the readings we keep saying addictions, addictions, addictions is because when a person is becoming addicted to anything, whether it's a person, it's food, it's alcohol, it's video games, it's sex, it's tarot, it's divination, anything that you're doing constantly in, excess like that, it literally is going to put you in a dark energy. And when you are opening up yourself to that type of darkness, then portals will start to open. And you, and in the reading I just did, you start to, some people are consciously and even unconsciously summoning entities into their life because they are so low vibrational. So someone who is constantly performing spell work for upgrades, or they're constantly trying to perform spell work to block the upgrades in other people's lives, eventually they're going to open themselves up to some type of entity that is then going to take over their vessel. And if you are in contact with this person, or even if you're not in contact with them, but you have become their target, the entity that is within their vessel is going to continuously try to hurt or harm you. I've been talking all week about like David and Saul because it keeps coming up. David, Saul, and Samuel. Some of you may not care about the Bible, that's fine. But some of you truly have a prophetic gift. Some of you have people, they want to conjure up spirits and they want to figure out what's going to come next and all the things because they are threatened by you. But if you are anointed and appointed to do something, we can't change what is fated to happen. But it's somebody that's not in their right mind. Just like if you read about David and Saul, Saul was being tormented by a spirit. He was no longer hearing from God. And he wanted to know what was going to happen in the future with him and David. So what did he do? He went to go and speak to a medium that had actually been, pretty much like cast out. But he was desperate. So somebody out here was desperate to do something to you, to stop you from having something, to stop you from stepping into a season of abundance. So it's no telling what kind of deal they made with darkness to get it. And if you understand, like even in the story, when Saul wanted to go towards a medium, he didn't even dress as a king. He dressed so that nobody would recognize him. This is telling me that for some of you, there is someone, they have gone into the spiritual realm as something other than themselves to try to get some type of information, to try to gain some kind of access about you. And what they have done is they have run into an entity. Some of these people don't understand that there are even dark entities that will protect you. So whoever this is, this Queen of Cups in reverse, could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? This person was really fighting, but their own shadow, their own ego, they were fighting really hard up against something for you. But this is happening because in this period of your journey, you're being taught as a Seven of Wands, King of Wands, and this could be you and another person. This is actually forcing you, this King and Queen of Pentacles, if this is a relationship, you and this person, you have to fight up against this entity. This isn't like a power, principality, a pharaoh, you could call it, that is up against like some type of union or connection here. And you're both are going to have to fight up against this. This person, though, that is attacking you, or this dark energy, if there's something that is impure within you and a person that you're connected to, is going to keep feeding off of that. Whenever you keep on going into warfare over and over and over, you cannot keep saying that it's just coming from somebody and it's nothing. There's something about you that you need to address. Because that thing has some kind of legal access or rights to you. It could be something in your family, your bloodline. It could be a soul tie. It could be you operating in your shadow. You could be overindulging in something that you still think is, it's okay. It's still giving this entity some kind of access to you. And that's what you have to do, the deeper integrative work to figure out. But somebody out here is bound. I feel like somebody tried to send a lot of evil eye towards you. They wanted you to be bound. But thankfully, you're standing up for yourself. You're seeing through the fog. You're not confused about this situation because somebody wanted you stuck in the past so that you would not actually receive this Ace of Pentacles offer. This Six of Cups for some of you is, it could be you reconnecting with your parents. It could be you reconnecting with one of your parents. It could be a reconciliation between you and a sibling. It could be you reconciling or meeting the love of your life. Whatever it is, it's some type of growth that somebody really wanted to block, but they found out about this through some type of illegal surveillance, through some type of divination abuse. So because they chose to go into the spirit and masquerade, you can look up what masquerading spirits are. Now they run into the real boogeyman. Now it's an altercation. This is also someone, though, that was obsessed with trying to cause an altercation between you and someone else. For many of you, you have manifested a very beautiful connection. You may or may not have met this person already, but you have someone here. It could even be an entity that is somewhere in your bloodline or in their bloodline that was doing everything to keep you and this person separated. So this entity has been connecting to the very to the vessels of people around you that are very, very dark to try to stop you from coming together with another person. So this is teaching you something. This is teaching you and someone else. And I will say, for a lot of you, this is something related to love. It's teaching you that you're going to have to fight to protect your connection. You're going to have to really cut the BS and start building with the person. Meaning you're going to have to compromise. You're going to have to learn some things. You're going to have to do the healing work, because there's something that perhaps is beautiful and divine about this. That's the King and Queen of Pentacles. That's an earthly connection. It's grounded. It's stable. There's blessings and a lot of abundance attached to this type of connection, and it's being gifted to you. But there's also a lot that you have to learn to be able to maintain this. This is not a contract. This is, for some of you, it's a covenant. And covenant relationships and contractual relationships are not the same. And you don't get away with the things in a covenant that you can get away with in some type of conventional contractual relationship with somebody. This over here is something that's being given to you by God. You have to go according to his rules to have this and to hold it. The wheel is here. Yeah, and the Three of Cups. I'm sorry, the Three of Wands. Fire, passion. This Aries season, again, me just mentioning, Neptune is no longer in Pisces. Neptune was in Pisces for 14 years. All of the magic and the illusions, that's over. Neptune is in Aries and will be there for the next decade, actually longer. Playtime is over. Saturn is no longer in Pisces. Saturn is also now in Aries. It's been there Saturn was in Pisces for the last almost 3 years. Playtime is over. Nobody is dreaming or anything. That's why you see the King and Queen of Pentacles. This is real life. The fantasy and the illusions is over. And whatever type of fantasy that somebody, or obsession, or alternate parallel universe or made up world that somebody else had about you, that's over too. So the same way you're coming into a higher level of consciousness, this person that has been in the background constantly working against you, they're in now for a very rude awakening, because whatever they told themselves about you, whatever the control they thought they were going to have on you in this connection, whatever else it is, they're finding out now that no, they were wrong the whole time. But that's what happens when you actually believe that your spiritual awakening is just a higher consciousness, and the truth is you're actually in the void and you're going through spiritual psychosis. And I see that happen with a lot of people. Some people let this whole spiritual journey drive them crazy. They start to read into everything. And it's a whole lot of stuff that they think they see that's not actually there. And when they do this to certain people and assume that, oh, you're living a certain way, and they make up all these things in their mind about you that's not, in their mind about you that's not true, that's when justice comes. And there is a full moon in Libra coming up. So yeah, playtime is over. Seven of Cups here. See, that's illusions. And the Eight of Swords. Somebody is trapped in their own illusion. It looks like somebody tries to create like an illusion where they were going to somehow imprison you in your mind, and that's what happened to them. Yeah, and see, here's the Sun in the reverse. There is no happiness. Nobody's home. Somebody is completely out of their mind. Here's the Six of Wands, here the Six of Swords, and the Balance card, and you're moving forward. Also, the Six of Pentacles. We've got 666 here. Balance, harmony. Everything balances. Everything falls into perfect harmony. Some people will say 666 is a number of, you know, like a satanic number. I feel like somebody out here was on demon time, but whatever, when they brought that mess to you, it was balanced out. And you're moving forward. And this person is now trapped. They're bound. Because their whole thing was they were obsessed with your connections. bringing all this like drama and altercation. Some of you have been going through a lot of drama with your friends, your family, and especially in your romantic relationships, because there's a person out here who is housing some kind of dark entity that has been completely obsessed with you. And they're violating all of these different spiritual laws and doing all of this magic. And they thought that that was going to give them some kind of power and control to dominate you. Now, whatever they thought was going to dominate you has dominated and is controlling them. And I don't think that they can regain control. I just keep hearing they are in the void. They cannot get out. Ten of Wands, see? They can't get out. Doesn't matter how hard, they can't get out. And now things are speeding up rapidly for you. You're coming out of whatever this delayed or bound type of energy is and going towards the Two of Cups. Somebody just was really, really stuck on the idea that they were going to destroy some kind of relationship or partnership for you. Death is here. See, stubbornness. Somebody was stubborn, unwilling to stop. Look, third wheel, fury. Somebody out here just so angry and upset. Their obsession became you and your love life. And now there's death of this person. Constantly using tarot, divination, and everything else. Astral traveling and projecting. Masquerading around, pretending, lying, being deceptive. All why? Because of something that is destined for you. So somebody out here tries to create a natural disaster, or someone is going through a natural disaster where they are now spiritually blind. Somebody is in spiritual jail, which puts them in the void. The prayers that you and another person has is much stronger than anything that this person has. So their strategy to try to trap you or another person, it did not work. Someone takes very great pride in the relationship that they have with you. God takes pride in the relationship that he has with you. So whatever type of demonic activity that this person is on, it's not going to touch somebody who really is called and chosen. So somebody just got tricked into believing that they were something, that they was bigger than the program. Yeah, because of their imagination. This person has been crazy since they was a child. Now they're apologizing. Some of you have been gifted since a child. This person has been trapped in darkness since they were a child. Now they are very much guilty and they're sorry for performing this curse because they wanted your blessing. Yeah, they wanted to steal your blessing. Just cleanse your space. Keep your life, your space, your energy clean and clear and move on. Whatever this story is, it's constantly showing this energy. You have out here the Star card, burnout, and friendships. Some of you have been feeling very burnt out. You could have had a friend that did this to you. Or someone posing as a friend. Or you just have new friends coming in. Deep thinking. Someone should have thought twice about a situation. Children. You also have someone out here for some of you, if you know that you are trying to build a relationship with someone or you have a family, somebody wanted a person to think twice on a decision about having or starting a family with you. It's a friend out here that has betrayed somebody and now they're going crazy. Yeah, trying to create all of these different challenges. Sad news here. They try to isolate you from people or whatever. Now they're suffering. Because one thing about it is something about you just magnetic. And you're naturally going to always get the answers to whatever is being done in the background. Yeah. And whatever this relationship is, it can survive this. It's an enduring type of connection. It's something that's fated for you. Yeah, just move in silence. So whatever you're building, just move in silence. Because you got some people around you, they're real fake. But you're going to know who these fake people are. Look, the devil here in the marriage. You're going to know who these fake people are because you're going to start to see their lives just crumble. Fragmented here, you're going to start to see people losing their minds. And that's going to let you know. They're going to start being alienated in survival mode, barely able to hold anything together because of what they did. And you'll be somewhere reconciling with the person, whether it's someone new or someone that you've been separated from. You just need to create boundaries with whoever this hidden enemy is. Yeah. This is a time for you to completely just change your overall image. Somebody could have been trying to change their image so that they could be like you. This is a real weird copycat type of energy. Again, someone copycatting and obsessed with you. Could be a friend, family member, lover, whoever. You have to remain guarded in this situation. Not scared, just guarded. Yeah, laugh a bit. This isn't even like something that you need to worry about. Somebody is very childish and they've been caught lying. You need to make a decision. Oh, I see arrested here and dead. Some of you may have to make a decision on whether or not you're going to press charges on this person for something that they've done. Okay? Because somebody here, for some of you, I saw this earlier in the week, there could be a passion crime. This kind of reminds me of a situation with a celebrity right now, because I did just see performance. Somebody's going to have to make a decision. Do you want to just end this, or do you want to press charges against this catfish person? Yeah. And somebody is gonna, secrets are about to be revealed. Somebody could be blackmailed. Yeah, somebody may tell you that they're being blackmailed by someone, and that's the reason why they did something. It doesn't matter. I feel like if the opportunity presents itself, you should absolutely press charges against this person, because nothing is gonna stop them. This person is possibly being blackmailed and bullied also by the entities that they've been conjuring up, and they're now bound because they wanted to be a catfish. They appeared as something that they're not. They appear as a friend, a trusted family member, or a lover, and that's not who they are. They just appeared as someone who was normal and trustworthy. They appeared to be, you know, a spiritual bestie or a mentor. They was crazy. And very much obsessed. This is the kind of person that's coming around you pretending that they like you, but the truth is this person is coming around because they want to study you. They want to become like you. And this was a snake that was just sitting back, waiting, starving, waiting on the opportunity to strike. You were supposed to be their next big meal. So somebody was looking for a meal ticket, and they thought you would be the perfect somebody for it. 3 of Swords here, 5 of Swords, and the King of Swords. A lot of sadness here, because somebody know they made a really bad choice. They took a gamble against somebody here, but I'm telling you, it's a very strong partnership out here. Now somebody knows that they've missed out on an opportunity. Or for some of you, you feel like you've missed out on an opportunity in a connection, but don't worry, because you're manifesting something that's going to lead to a lot of wish fulfillment. And the magic that someone did against whatever your wish fulfillment is, that's coming to an end. So overall, this is a win for you. It's 100% a win. Somebody out here has lost a battle with their own mind. That's what this is. This Queen of Cups in the reverse, they've lost the battle with themselves. This person's obsession with this is some weirdo that really is constantly trying to convince themselves that you're trying to take something or someone from them that doesn't belong to them. But it feels like someone here, how can I put this? This feels like the kind of person who, you know how they say, like, a person, they tell lies for so long, this person has been telling themselves that you took their life from them for so long that they forgot that there was a lie. And so, my goodness, this is so awful. This is someone that's saying that you stole something from them, but the truth is they've been trying to steal your identity. So what has happened is when they are casting spells on you, they have forgotten that they're not you. It's like this person has gotten themselves into your energy and they actually forgot that they were not you. Does that make sense? This person has been walking around in your energy for so long that they actually forgot that they're not you. So when they decided to try to attack you in your energy, they attack themselves. I'm trying to say, like, how it's like somebody's body is attacking them. And this could be happening right now. Somebody's own mind, body, spirit, soul is attacking them because they've forgotten that the energy that they try to get into is not their own. Or this is this person, they've invited some type of entity in, and they have gotten so used to having the power of this entity that now it's like they're like, okay, well, entity, go do this. And the entity's like, okay, I'm going to do it. But the entity is still in their body. This is like a person's like, okay, sure, I'm going to What's an example? I'm saying like a weapon. Like it's just like somebody's going to, it's like I'm saying like firecrackers. like, sure, I'm just going to set something off, right? It's like a person is telling themselves that they're going to pour out gasoline and light something on fire, but like their hands are drenched in gasoline. They're going to get caught on fire first. Before they can even throw the match, they're going to burn up first. So somebody's plan, spell, whatever ritual, it has completely backfired because they were not in the right mind. See, when you do spell work, just like any kind of manifestation work, if you do it from a very dark place, it's not going to work. So somebody was so low vibrational when they performed this spell work or ritual that it has completely backfired. And then if they were actually in their mind making, like really trying to convince themselves that they are someone that they're not, of course it's going to backfire. This is someone who is trying to take on the identity either of you or some kind of entity. And it's almost like, well, you do really, it's like a person saying, well, I'm going to become this entity, whatever this, and it's like, well, did you read the whole story? Because you do realize that at the end of the story, even for that character, that they die. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like somebody didn't, they must have, I guess they thought that they were going to change the end of the story. Again, making reference like to David and Saul, it's like you go and you conjure up a spirit to tell you, so what's going to happen? You and your sons, that, you know, Saul, you and your sons are going to pass away and David is still going to be king. So it's like somebody now is like, huh? You've already gotten the prophecy. You're not going to win this battle, but yet you still decided to go out and fight. You're going to fall on your own sword. So, I mean, everything here really is fated. It's working out exactly as it should. It may have been hard, unfair, but it's working out exactly the way that it should. And it's 100% something here against a partnership. This Queen of Cups in reverse, this vindictive, vengeful person that has lost their mind, all of these things that they've done against this partnership, none of it worked. None of it. It backfired on this person. They literally, and this person, I really feel like this is someone here who tried to send an entity to attack a marriage. I'm hearing for some of you, this person tries to conjure up some type of dark spiritual spouse to come in and interfere with you and your connection. And now, whatever the spiritual spouse or entity is, it is inside of this person's vessel. And they don't have any way out of it. And their energy is now so low vibrational that they can't get out of it. This thing is now a part of them. And it's not going anywhere. It's going to, as I've been saying, they're going to self-destruct. It's in their mind. So whatever's in this person's mind is the reason why they keep self-destructing. But this is what they wanted. They assigned this entity to you. Go over there and destroy them. The entity said, no, I'm going to destroy you. Those people over there that you're attacking, they're not low vibrational. You are. So it's like somebody here has programmed a robot, an entity, and told it to do something. And the entity is like, well, I'm doing what you told me to do. It's like, go out and get people who are karmic and low vibrational. Entity is like, oh, okay. Starting with you. I'm going to start with you. You're the first low vibrational person in sight. Let me start with you. They're like, wait, what? Yeah, that entity isn't going to come towards you. It's starting with them. They wasn't prepared for that. Because, see, they convinced themselves in their minds. They forgot that they were a catfish. They forgot that they really aren't who they think they are. They think that they're you. You're not high vibrational. You're not a chosen one. You're absolutely on demon time. And so when the demon came that you conjured up, it was like, hey, I'm here to get you. You're not doing anything but self-destructing. It's awful, but huh, that's what it is. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this resonated, gave you a bit of clarity and confirmation. You're safe, okay? If you need to look deeper into this situation, if it resonates with you, of course, you can reach out for a personal reading. My information can be found in the description box below. Remember to always go within so that you never go without. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Some of you is something that you're meant to, you have a blessing. It could be a blessing in a business. It could be a blessing of a child or relationship, whatever it is. But somebody here, they tried to curse you. And I feel like I'm hearing the eternal life. You have eternal life because you know who your creator is. And there's also something out here, it's written for you and another person, whether that's romantic or business. So whoever came up against it, like I said, baby, they burn themselves up. It's really sad, but it's sad to me because I've been channeling this energy for years. I saw it going on years ago, but now I see Judgment Day is here. And it's sad because this person, if they were able to control their mental health issues, if they had someone to help them with their trauma, they wouldn't be going through this. Somebody's trauma and addiction has led them off the deep end. But you know, hey, in war there will be casualties. Can't win them all, you can't save them all. It is what it is. Be the star. Be the star. I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Love you very much. Bye.